Hello friends, Spittfyre here. Today we're starting completely from scratch on a brand new free-to-play DDO account. DDO's character creation is notoriously overwhelming, and it's incredibly easy to accidentally build a character that struggles later on. We're going to build a rock-solid, beginner-friendly character step by step so you can jump in with confidence. First up is picking your server. DDO does not have cross-server play, so if you're planning to play with friends, make sure you ask them what server they're on before making your character. If you're playing solo, just stick to the game's default recommended server. Right now, that's Cormier, which is where most new players are landing, so that's where I'm going to set up today. Pick your server, click play, and let's head to the creation screen. So here you'll see that I don't have any characters created, so let's get started. Click create and the fun begins. DDO has an incredible lineup of classes to choose from. They are first broken down into 4 categories: melee, spellcaster, specialist, and iconic. We're going to ignore the iconic classes for now, as they can be a bit more complicated and require a video all their own. I've decided to make a melee character to start off with for reasons I'll get into a bit later, so let's click on that. And as you can see, here is where you can choose the gender of your chosen class. After you choose your class set and your gender, click next. So here we have the 4 melee classes: fighter, barbarian, paladin, and monk. As we click through these, you will see that many of them have a couple of tabs: the original and the newer archetypes that DDO started implementing a couple of years ago. You'll notice that many of the archetypes have an unlock button next to them, which doesn't fit our current free-to-play style, so we'll just ignore them for the time being. For now, I'm going to choose to make a paladin. Paladins can be very tanky while also dishing out some decent damage, and I figured it would be a great class to start with. You can, of course, choose your preferred class, but for the sake of this video, I want to go with what was actually my first character from back in 2006, the Pally. Once you have your chosen class, click Next. On this screen, you're going to see the DDO starter builds, as well as a button that says Customize. Each of these starter builds have a certain flavor, such as the Protector, the Evil Slayer, and the All-Rounder. You'll see on the left-hand side that they each have a different set of attributes that would be automatically assigned, and then as you level up, the game would automatically choose everything for you. It's a trap. Don't choose these. These builds are incredibly outdated and will hinder your character as you progress through the game. Instead, click Customize so you can handpick your attributes and feats. Once you do that, click Next. Oh my, look at that. So many races. As you can see, several of them are currently locked, so we'll just ignore those for now. A few years ago, Standing Stone Games decided to make races that are core Dungeons & Dragons races free to play, so you actually have a great list to choose from. As you click through them and click More Info on the right-hand side, you'll notice that each race has different strengths and weaknesses, such as the Dragonborn here starts with higher strength and charisma, but a lower dex. For your first character, you can choose the race that has the best bonus stats based on the character you're making, or just make the coolest. I struggled with what race I wanted to make my paladin because I really love tieflings, but I decided to make her a human as a callback to my first character. Also, as you can see in the More Info, humans start out with an extra feat, and that's always useful. Again, once you have selected the race for your character, click, you guessed it, Next. Now here starts the tricky part. If you're a veteran Dungeons & Dragons player, you already know what these are all about. As a first-time free-to-play player, you will see that you have 28 points to spend here. In the middle, they have provided you with a brief description of what every stat does. And on the right, they give you a little blurb about what stats are best for the paladin, or whatever class you decided to go with. My paladin is going to want to go strength for melee damage and constitution for hit points and fortitude saves. Attributes are not mindless stats. They are very important for damage, defense, and feats you can choose. Like, you can see that Dex affects armor class and reflex saves. Wisdom is important for spellcasting for paladins, and intelligence gives you extra skill points. As you spend your points, you may notice that it actually takes more than one to increase a stat by one. This is intentional. In Dungeons & Dragons, this is called point buy. Each point has a cost, and this increases the more points you want to put into an attribute. And as you increase an attribute, you'll also see that the ability modifier increases. You get +1 to the modifier for each 2 points you put into a stat. And as you can see here, having a 15 con gives the same modifier as a 14 con. Modifiers are bonus numbers that get added to your dice rolls, skill checks, and defenses. This helps ensure that your character will have better success in a skill or a save. Because of the ability modifier, you'll see that I debated having a 15 con rather than putting those 2 points elsewhere, but I stuck with con as it is an attribute that is better suited to my character. Once you've assigned your attributes, you'll be assigning your skill points next. As a human paladin, I don't really have very many to start out with. If I meet a tiefling or a dragonborn, I may only have 4 to spend. But humans get 4 extra skill points at creation, and 1 additional for every level. On the right, the game gives you a little tip about the class skills you're able to choose and what they're each good for. I chose Heal and Intimidate. Both of these can be active skills, such as taunting enemies off your party members for Intimidate. However, I chose Heal for the bonus it gives. Heal increases the healing you receive, and that seemed like a pretty good choice for a pally. Each skill has a detailed description, and I recommend giving them a read. Post any questions you have on this video, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. For class skills, adding points is a 1-to-1. But you may have noticed that some skills have an asterisk next to them. This means that those are not class skills, but you can still add points to them if you want. Each skill put into these gives you just half a point into the skill. So it takes twice as many, and you can only have half as much. Such as 2 points put into balance only increases balance by 1. You'll also notice that each skill has a corresponding ability. This is where those ability modifiers come in. Now we choose our feats. There are so many, and this part can get a little overwhelming. My advice is to kiss. Keep it simple, silly. For my paladin, she'll be holding a shield, so I went with Shield Master. And she needs a lot of hit points, and she's going to be getting beat up a lot, so I took Toughness, which adds hit points now and at every level. Toughness is actually an excellent feat for any class to help increase your hit point pool. Paladins also get a class feat. Many classes get a class feat on creation, and the easiest way to find them and look at just them is to click the yellow box Show Special Only. This way you can look them over and decide which one you want. I went with Follower of the Sovereign Host, as it makes long swords favored weapons, so I plan on using long swords with her. On this screen, you can double check that everything is how you want it. The correct attributes, skills, and feats. Some of these feats are ones that every character gets, such as Heroic Durability. And the feat I chose, Shield Mastery, increases the effectiveness of Heroic Durability, giving me even more hit points. As a melee, I get a couple of feats like Sunder and Trip, which help debuff and crowd control enemies. And as a paladin, I get Smite Evil in order to kick evil's butt. You can also see everything your character is proficient in, such as heavy armor, shields, and martial weapons. And don't forget Sneak, because who doesn't love sneaking and clanking around in heavy armor? Just kidding, don't actually hit the sneak button in full plate. Your armor penalties will make you sound like a falling toolbox to the mobs, and the game gives everyone the skill anyway. Here we have the fun and easy part, making your character as cool, or not, as you want them to be. I recommend clicking through all of the options in order to get the look you want. DDO has a pretty extensive character customization with a lot of choices, but I guarantee that you will probably still find your doppelganger out there. Once you're done with that, you'll want to choose a unique name. I recommend a name that you like and not necessarily one based on your class or race. I don't want to confuse you too much with past lives right now, but it might look silly you running around as a gnome wizard someday with the name Barbarian Orc or something. You can also choose your alignment. Just like Dungeons and Dragons, certain classes can only be certain alignments. As a paladin, I can only be lawful good. As adventurers, we are not able to be evil, but we can be good, neutral, and chaotic. But don't worry, there's plenty of evil to be found in the game. Once you have everything just how you want it, click Create and get ready to enter the game. In next week's video, we are landing on the shores of Korthos Island to clean up the messy default user interface and get through the first solo tutorial area. Please like the video and hit subscribe so you're the first to see it when it comes out. See you then!